Okay, bear with me with my limited technology here. A camera died. Back on the cell phone. That's not great either, but it gets the job done. So, doing a beginner, like what's in my pack video. Really, a lot of my stuff is I picked up secondhand. I had already. It's cost effective. It may not be the best, but right now it works for me. So let's get started. So years and years and years ago, it's probably 20 years ago now, I was given this for Christmas. It's a Browning hunting pack, I think. Has two pockets on the side, not very wide, pretty deep. On this side also, straps are nice, padding in the back. It's really comfortable. Got two main compartments and two front pockets, and it's really durable. I've been using it a lot over the last year. And then on the bottom, there's these straps here, which I wish I could put some MOLLE on, and I still might do that. But there's like a, I don't want to call it like a haversack that attaches to the bottom, but there's a separate, it detaches and it has a strap, and I can take that with me. And it's pretty big, actually. I could probably fit. I'm just going for a couple-hour hike. I could definitely put everything I need in there. I usually put fishing tackle in it because the medium-sized tackle boxes fit in there pretty well. So, anyways, so that's that. I don't know what the model is. I just know it's a Browning. Alright, so in my pack, well, let's start with the pockets. Alright, so over here, and again, beginner, I'll size down, I'll change things up. I have a knife that this bag has cordage in it, a lighter, there's some wire, there's a pocket knife in here. I have like 3 or 4 knives with me. And that's that. And again, I don't have all the fancy pouches. They'd be nice, but Ziplocs work great. This here is trash bags, like a grocery store bag, a clear, probably 30-gallon trash bag, an emergency poncho, and an emergency blanket. And that's what's in that pouch. I had the emergency blankets, and I just added that before I came out. Even though it's a nice day, you should have it in your pack, because you never know. Alright. Next side pouch. Over here right now, all I have is my Canon PowerShot that died. I have an extra strap, buckle strap, a small headlamp, a guide series, I think it's from Dick's, and another small flashlight. You can't see that probably because it's daylight, but it's just a little flashlight, LED flashlight. Works pretty good. Dollar store, I think it was. Family Dollar. So that's all that's in that one. Okay. Top pocket on the outside. I have first aid kit. I have bandages in here, sanitizer, which also can be used as a fire starter, Spider-Man toilet paper. There is, I found these old at the thrift store, these little first aid packets. These are really old, like from the 70s or something, but originally there was a bandage compress, 4-inch sterilized bandage compress in there. That's still in there, but I also put like Neosporin packets, there's ibuprofen, smaller Band-Aids, I think. In the back I have paper towel, larger Band-Aid, and I actually have 2 of those little packets. I think I have, what else do I have in there? I can't remember. Let's look. I also have plastic gloves, which is probably not necessary, but you never know. So these little tiny cardboard pouches originally had, this one had Foley ointment in it. Oh yeah, that's right. There's ointment in here. Yep, Band-Aids, little medicine. I don't have any anti-diarrhea pills. Probably should get them. Everybody seems to think they should be in there. Yeah, this is just a compress in this one. So I have a compress also. So that's a heavy-duty compress. In there, I had everything all perfect the way I liked it. I also have again, from stuff laying around the house. This is like a burp cloth. I have children. Burp cloth. I have two of these actually. If you can find like a cloth diaper, it's a little bulky. They're both actually bulkier than a bandana, but they absorb a lot. So I got that. I also got my wallet and keys up here. So first aid kit. Again, I'm actually looking for a first aid pouch that I like. I'd rather do that. Down in the bottom one here, I actually don't have anything right now. I had my knife in there. On my side, I have a Mora utility knife. What is it? Mora coat. It's carbon steel. What are they? 3/4 tang, I think. I'm not sure of the width of the blade. But a lot of people say they're crap. I'm a beginner, and I'll be honest with you. I like it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's, what is that, a 4-inch blade overall. The knife is probably about 8 inches, 9 maybe. It's got a plastic sheath on the side. You don't have to put it through your belt through it. It just clips over it. It holds on there real tight. It never falls off. Okay, main compartment. So I'm in the market for a decent tarp. I have a big tarp, like one of those kind you would buy like at a home improvement store or something. It's great. It's huge, but it's bulky. I was going to bring it, and it just took up too much space. So I kind of kicked around the idea of using the fly off of my 6-man tent. So I've got a fly. It's a Coleman 6-man. I've had it for a while. It works great. This is the fly off of it. I got it rolled up pretty tight. And it was supposed to thunderstorm today, later on, so I brought it just in case I got caught out in some rain. There's that. As I mentioned before, this is a M209B World War II decoder pouch. It does have belt loops on the back. It has a little pocket in the front that I keep a little pocket knife in there that I got when I was like 10 years old. It's just a little tiny knife. My dad gave that to me when I was little. The only thing I don't like are the buckles on these, but I can deal with it. I like the idea of it's heavy canvas. I mean, this thing is not getting destroyed. Another burp cloth. That's where the other one is. As I said, I have my fire kit in here. My Uberleben fire steel fits in this little pocket on the side. I think a pen or something used to go in here, but that just slides right in there. I do have matches with me. Again, redundancy. I have like 3 lighters, my fire steel, matches. They're not waterproof, but they are in Ziploc bags. Oh, and I carry, like if I want to set up a tripod, yeah, I know I could use natural cordage and all that stuff, but I have this chain that used to be part of one of those like hanging baskets, and they come in 3 pieces, and this is just one piece of it. And it's lightweight. It's got a big hook on the top. I put an S hook on the bottom, so if I make a tripod, I can just hang it. If I want to adjust it, all I do is I can just pull this up like so, hook it in another link. Sorry. Or I could just, I could just take it off up here also. I can just shorten it up. You know, however you want to do it. You can put the S hook up here and let this hang in the fire, or just bring it up. You can put the S hook like in the loop, like so. It's easy. I mean, and this is a pretty big S hook here, so it can hang on most anything. So that's in there too, since it's my fire kit. So that's that. And I would like to find a strap that matches this. I do carry tick spray. It ticks all over. I'm not trying to get all limey out here. I don't want any Lyme disease. I spray my kids all the time. This is from essential oils mixed with water. I can't remember what essential oils are in there, but I thought I just heard something in the woods. But this stuff seems to work quite well. I don't think I've gotten any ticks on me since I sprayed myself with this stuff. I also have my Husqvarna carpenter's axe. I used it a little bit today for the first time. It's sharp. It cuts right through a bunch of, I went right through some wood. It wasn't an issue. 18-inch handle, I believe. I think the head is 2.5 pounds. I can't remember the statistics on it, but I could always do a review on it later on. But it does have this nice leather mask, some brass fittings here. It just snaps down and it stays on there. It's not going to come off. And it's a nice axe. I like it. And I think it was 54 bucks. So like I said, not expensive. Let's see. I also have, this was also a present from my parents, a buck knife in this nice leather sheath. It has these like Indian, I don't know, it kind of looks like an Indian sheath. I don't know what you call these things, the tassels or something at the end. So the knife comes out. It is full tang. It's a, I looked it up online. I don't really know anything about it. I heard these things are junk too. But it's a J. Jacobs Oregon knife JT420. A lot of people were knocking these knives. I put it on a grindstone and sharpened it up, and it seems to be holding pretty well. I don't know exactly what it's made over. Made of. I think it's. I don't remember. It's not carbon steel. I know that. But it's the regular. It's like a buck knife. It's got probably a 6-inch blade on it. Say 6, 7-inch. It is full tang all the way through. This knife is thick. It's got a nice upturn at the end for skinning. I really don't use it that often. I've used it some with cutting some small twigs and stuff, just in batoning, just trying to learning, just seeing what it would do. It does have a little, I forget what you call this thing here, but for you to put your finger, it's a little too small, but it's a little, you can see the notch right here, something to hold on to when you're carving. So I've had this, again, since I was probably 18. I take care of my stuff. It lasts a long time. I have a little ground cloth. This actually came with my one-man tent. I just have a little tiny bungee cord wrapped around it. That's to put down on the ground, you know, if I want to kneel on it, stuff like that. Ground fancy. And then I got my GK cook kit. I have a little canister stove in there. Is it called a canister stove? Yeah, with a little piezo lighter, and it screws right on top of the little Coleman canister fuel, which knuckles right down in here. This is an 800 milliliter pot. Comes in a nice little mesh bag. I've used it a bunch of times. It works awesome. So that's it for what's in my pack for a beginner. I know I'm missing a lot. I know I could probably change things up, but you know, I'm already finding, you know, you watch all these videos out there, and the bushcraft videos mostly, and they say knowledge weighs nothing, and you know that's true. And you know, I'm already finding myself, because I really like to research things before I go out and use them, and try and understand how things work before I go out and test them for myself for the first time. And I already find myself not bringing a lot out to the woods. I already don't like to pack a lot, and so, but I do like to be comfortable and have the things that I need, and I really honestly, this is probably what I need. All I wore in this morning, it was a little chillier. I have a long sleeve shirt. I took it off probably within 15 minutes. It was so hot. And that's really it. So, if you have any questions, please ask. If you would, subscribe. Like the video. Give me a thumbs up if you can. You know, 0 subscribers at this point. Be nice to have, to start getting a few. Just so I know somebody out there is watching. Alright, well, thanks a lot, and Broke Man Outdoors. We'll see you later. Bye.